Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Keydrin Franklin with 924 Photography, and we are at Fort Worth Camera today. And I want to give a special shout out to Small Rig for sending me out this whole rig. So basically, when they reached out to me and told me to pick something on their site so I can do a review on, I rigged out a shoulder rig because I didn't have one. So when I purchased it, I had to purchase it piece by piece. So these rosette arms right here, I purchased the rails, the small rig up underneath the bottom. BEASTMAN has already taken off the quick release plate that I had on here. I guess he didn't like it. And then we have the shoulder mount. If you're not familiar with a shoulder mount rig, they use this in news, a lot of movies. You know, it's better. I ain't gonna say it's better than handheld because all of them have different characters. So, but it gives you a little more stable shot. So in this video, you're going to see me and BEASTMAN be at Fort Worth Camera, and I'm going to show you us putting together, and also us interviewing Mackenzie. And also, I want you to stay tuned and don't leave because I have Natalie that we shot her as well. So I'm going to do that B-roll, and then we're going to roll that. So let's roll that B-roll of Natalie right now. All right, so BEASTMAN was filming Natalie at the pool. That was absolutely amazing. Now, I will have to say, shooting it handheld, we would have shot it at 60 frames per second to smooth out the footage. It can be done handheld, but we shot all of this with the shoulder rig, so I just wanted to give you like just a little glimpse of what you can do. So now let's get into building this rig out in Fort Worth Camera right now. Right here, we got a small rig cage on the A7S Mark III, and then we got a V-mount battery plate with the shoulder mount. He likes it with a shorter rig, and as you can see, we have a matte box that we're going to put on there, and we have the Atmos, the Ninja Atmos V that we're going to put on there. The lens of choice for this particular shoot is going to be the Baddest 25 f2. If y'all haven't ever heard about the Baddest is great. Actually, right now, I am using the Baddest 25 f2 on my Ronin 4D to film BEASTMAN putting this rig together. Now, one thing I want to note is this rig is going to be lightweight. You can rig it out however you want to. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. I also got a quick release plate, but he took it off, and he's going to put this manual focus, as you can see right here, this manual focus to move it. He loves to do manual focus where I love to do autofocus. Now, it is a good thing for you to go out and learn how to manual focus, because if you watch any type of movies, you will see that a lot of these movies are shot manual because you have more control of your shot, more control of what's in focus. You know how to rack the focus. But see, when you're doing this by yourself, it's a lot harder to, if you're not experienced, to rack focus or to pull manual focus. It's an art to it. So basically, when you see in the movies, you see somebody else focus pulling, and that's what we call a focus puller. So if we would put the tilt nucleus on here, we will be able to pull focus from a monitor, and he could just run around and not have to worry about pulling focus itself. But when you're a one-man band, then you got to do what you got to do. So I really encourage everybody to go out there and practice manual focusing, different things, because it's definitely something you should try to do in your video career, because it's a skill that it's a must. Although these cameras these days, they have tons and tons of features, with the autofocus being one of the top. Like the DJI Ronin 4D has a top autofocus, and the Sony a7S III has a top autofocus as well. We're gonna pan up just a little bit right here, and like I said, he is rigging this out to be as compact as possible. Now, we could put a V-mount battery plate on the back. I mean, we could put a V-mount on the back to power the camera, the Ninja. And if he had an electric focus puller, we could power that as well. Now, you could also rig this out with a small nan light to make sure that, you know, you have lights if you're running and gunning type stuff. This setup, I like it because sometimes you don't want to pull out a gimbal. And if you don't want to pull out a gimbal, then you are able to get these shots handheld a little bit smoother than if you had it in your hand, because this makes it a little more stable. What he's doing now is he's putting the Ninja Atmos on, and what we like to use with the Ninja Atmos and the Sony a7 S3 is we put the LUTs on here, the LUTs that we are going to use in post. What this does is it makes it so much easier for us to expose for the shot correctly, exposure wise and the look wise. So when we get it into post, we already have a base place that we're going to start at. So having this monitor and having it accurate is absolutely a must. I'm not going to say it's an art to building a rig like this, but as you can see in the B-roll right now, look at these rosette handles. These can move up and down. They are absolutely beautiful. Now, I also want to tell you the matte box it's almost like a flag. So basically you flagging out sunlight to coming in, and once you flag out the sunlight, you get more contrast in your shots. We're going to go around and talk about everything in here, and we're going to show you the ins and outs real quick. This is not going to be a very long video, but we just wanted to show you that the shoulder rig can give you some really good footage.
So right now I'm in manual focus, and as you can see, my left hand is off of the handle. Now it's on the focus wheel. Your footage still will be steady, but it's a lot steadier when you have both hands on the handles.
All right, so since we built this rig out, I didn't went over the ins and outs. You heard me ramble and talk about all this stuff that we got on this rig here. Again, we're making it lightweight. You can rig this out and make it as heavy as possible or however you want to do it. But this name of the game is to keep it light. And, you know, it's easier to go light than go heavy. It doesn't put a strain on your body. So if you like this video, this is definitely what I want you to do. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I want you to hit that bell button. You can ring my bell, so you don't never miss another video from me. And if you want to follow all the people that's in this video, their link will be in the description below, and also all the products that we use are in the description as well. And if you're local, you can always come to Fort Worth Camera and check them out. And if you use 924, I think you can get 15% off at fortworthcamera.com. And before I leave, we are having a photo retreat in San Juan. So if you are interested in that, definitely go to Fort Worth Camera and sign up for that, because you don't want to miss it. It is limited seating. So it's for 4 or 5 days in San Juan. You can't beat that. We're going to have models. We're going to have Ted Forbes there doing all the cityscapes and stuff. So you want to check that out. And I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Peace.